So welcome to the DIY Valentine's Day Treats video. We have some brownies, sugar cookies, and decorated Rice Krispie squares in store for you guys today on the video. But first up we have the sugar cookies, which you'll need half a cup of butter or vegan butter, which I have, and then you'll need to add 3/4 cup of sugar and just continue mixing. But I'll have everything in the description down below, and a 1/4 cup of almond milk, and just keep mixing that away. And here I have flour, baking soda, and salt, and you just want to continue mixing that until you pretty much have a cookie dough, a nice pliable mix that you can shape. And you're going to want to add your sprinkles in after this, and these cookies are going to bake at 350. So you preheat your oven and grease your cookie sheet. I didn't have parchment paper, so I used coconut oil, but you can use whatever, really. And I found these cookies took, in between 10 to 12 minutes, so, just keep checking them until they're golden brown on the bottom, and then you'll have some really cute and fun sugar cookies for, your loved one for Valentine's Day. But up next is the Rice Krispies squares that are just kind of decorated in chocolate. And for these ones, I actually didn't make them because, I don't know, for some reason it's very hard to find vegan marshmallows in Canada. Maybe you need to order them online, but you can find the Rice Krispies squares. And I figured it'd be a nice, easy, convenient way that, if you don't have a lot of time, then you could do this. But first I took some cake pop sticks and I cut those in half, and then I was just sticking them into the Rice Krispies. And I also had dark chocolate over there, which I melted just to do our drizzle with. And I had a Ziploc bag that I'm going to use to put the drizzle on top of the Rice Krispie squares. And again, you can really do whatever you want with these. I just kind of did little zigzags with them. And, I mean, if you even want, you can dip them in half with sprinkles, and that would be awesome, too. And I just had these little heart sprinkles that I found at a bulk store, but I'm sure any grocery store will have a lot of Valentine's Day things out and about for the holiday season, that's for sure. And up next is the vegan brownies, which... these are more, I'm going to be honest, more of a cakey brownie, so don't shoot me if you like the chewy ones, because I like the chewy ones too. But up here, we've got the sugar, brown sugar, flour, baking powder, and salt, and I think I said cocoa powder, but if I didn't, cocoa powder, but I'll have all the measurements down below so that you can, have a look for yourself. But, yeah, first, beware of cocoa powder, though. That stuff it's like a mist. But anyways, I mixed that into everything, and then I added 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and then I added the oil in, and you just kind of keep mixing that. When you add the oil in, it just pretty much makes a paste, but don't worry, it's gonna come together. It's not gonna stay this goopy kind of mess that you might be looking at right now. And then after that, you can add in any plant-based milk of your choice, and it'll make the mixture not quite so much a paste. And I added the liquid in 2 additions so that so it just doesn't overwhelm the mixture all at once, pouring so much liquid into it. But and also from here, the oven will be at 350 degrees. And I used an 8x8 pan, but I think you could really use a 9x13 pan, because then you would get a thinner brownie. Mine were quite thick, but I like thicker brownies. That's just me. But I think you could definitely get away with doing a 9x13. And from here, I'm just really spreading them out, trying to make it semi-even. It's always hard with the parchment paper digging in and pisses me off, but yeah, that's the reality. And I usually just, use a knife or a toothpick and check. As you can see, I already checked 2 times before that. to see if they're done. And from here you can take a heart cookie cutter, or whatever cookie cutter you want, and then just take them out, and obviously just wait until they're completely cool before doing this so that they don't crumble on you. And yeah, I just continued doing them, and I even had a little heart cutter that I decided maybe I'll try to use some of the ends with, or you can just really eat the ends. It's up to you. But for the frosting, I just used a cup of icing sugar, some almond milk, and then whatever food coloring you want, really. So I started off with roughly 2 tablespoons of almond milk in with the icing sugar, and I was continuing mixing that in, but I found I needed a little bit more icing sugar, so I probably added another few tablespoons of that, and just because I wanted it to be a little bit thicker, but it's up to you if you want it to be, thicker or runnier, but this was the consistency that I was really looking for. And from here I added some pink food coloring, and again, you could, do red if you wanted, or if you wanted to keep it white, then you could do that too, but I just went for pink right here. And then from there, I had a paper cone. Before I used a little Ziploc baggie, but I found that I had a paper cone, so I was like, oh, I'll just use this. But if you guys want a little tutorial on how to make paper cones, I can definitely do that, because they're super easy, and it's nice to, then you don't need to use a Ziploc bag or even a piping bag, because I know that they can get expensive, and if you can make one out of parchment paper, why not, right? And then from here, you can set out some of your hearts, and then just really go to town decorating with, whatever way that you want to do them. Again, I just kind of went for zigzags, just because I thought, I like the look of them, and I think that they are super cute and a nice kind of decoration and a fun way to do them. But from here, you're going to add your sprinkles. Again, you can use whatever you want here, really just be creative with everything. I found I was a little bit slow with the icing, so some of the hearts didn't quite stick on, but for the video purposes, so you can really, go a little bit faster than me. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!